apart. Everything's absolutely terrible lately. Hooray! What will we do about it? Nothing at all. Can't do anything at all. We are pretty much stuck. Oh no. Anyway, hello. How are you? It's one of those weeks, isn't it? I've been out and about. I went to Cardiff. Ooh, and I didn't think I was going to go back because I was on the train. They were like, oh, there are no trains this weekend. It's like, ah. And I wasn't going back on the weekend. I was going back on Friday. But then they said, oh, check tomorrow. Check on Friday. And I was like, no. And what's worse, I missed what you just said. But hello, Arafingal, if you're here. Hello, people. Happy. Hello, Philip. Yes, a happy Sunday to everyone. Yes, so I went to Cardiff on Thursday. I thought I was going to get expenses. I did not get expenses, so I'm a little bit out of pocket. Oh no. Yes, aha. But on the way back, I was like, ah. So I bought a groat. It's like, oh, I'm even more out of pocket now. It was everything's gone out. It was a Victorian groat. Do you want to see the Victorian groat? Because I was like, oh my God, nothing's good. I want a thing. And also, I got these because I went out and I was staying in a hotel and I didn't have pajamas. And I was like, no. So I went shopping for pajamas. So, if you like, well, I went to the John Lewis and I went to the men's section because I like a nice man's pajama. But I was like, there was only the top half and it was reduced, but it didn't say that the trouser bit was missing. The bottom bit was missing. So I was like, oh no. I was like, oh, I went to get these pajamas for my dad. I don't know why I was embarrassed. I'm going to get these pajamas for my dad. Is the bottom half there? And they scanned it. They went, oh, it would be reduced, but the trousers are missing. Maybe you can get more of a discount. So I'm like, all right, because it's quite long anyway. And then I thought, well, to save money, I'll go shopping for the bottoms. But the bottoms in that section were like 80 quid. I wasn't going to buy that. So I went to the women's section and I got pineapples and that's like bananas and things. Bananas and pineapples. So it's mismatching, but it was cheaper than a full set of either ones. It was about 10 quid cheaper than if I'd have bought just these or just this. So that's good, isn't it? Mix and match. It's like the man's top and the woman's bottom. All right, so good, yes. It's not really like clothes are actually specific, especially this. And oh yeah, groats. Anyway, so I got the groat on the way back. A groat, a Victorian groat from 1854. Quite good condition, really. There you go. Not bad. You can see the stuff. It's not good. Fourpence, which is I looked it up. Fourpence in today's money would be £3.89 or something. It's like, okay, and I paid more than £3.89 for it, and the silver content is worth about 2 quid. So I spent more on it than it's actually worth. But I don't know. I think that you could get more than £3.89 worth of stuff with this little shiny fourpence. I'm not sure. I think when you look at the how inflation's gone up over the years, it's not really accurate because what you could buy is not the same as what you can buy. But whatever. Anyway, everyone stop talking to me because I'm talking about my stupid pajamas. Hey Phil. Hey Ervingle. Hello other people. Yeah. I bought some pajamas this week. Hooray! And so yeah. So I came back on Friday and I forgot to tap because you have to tap in, tap out. And I thought I had tapped out, which is cheaper, but it turns out not. So I just got a message from the people, the train people, saying, "Hey, we've worked it out, and because of your usual journey, we've only charged you this certain amount, which is good. So I only get charged. I didn't get overcharged, hooray! So that's something, isn't it? Yay!" So that's a boring week, really. Yay! I'm going back to Cardiff tomorrow, but I'm not staying overnight because I can't afford it. It's too much. That's me done. Well, I'm like thinking, right, I'm going to spend any money that I've got, which isn't a huge amount. I'm going to spend all of it because life is short and oh my goodness, I've just been like in a sort of like memento mori I don't think anything's wrong with me. Well, I'm feeling ill all the time, but who isn't? Everybody's low, aren't they? Low as low can be. So I'm like, everything's useless. I'm just gonna have fun. I'm gonna live it up by buying groats and pajamas. Wow. Whoa, the high life. Mismatched pajamas reduced for for brokenness. But it's probably just as well because I don't know whether the tops would have the top fits. Look, but the bottoms might not have fitted if they'd have been, and also they would have been full price. And that would have been expensive. So that's good. I've got pajamas. Yay! Pineapples. Hooray! Oh, I had a little nap today because I didn't sleep last night because I don't know why. I just couldn't sleep. Who can sleep these days? It's all awful. Anyway, I'm trying to work on my Edinburgh show, but I'm not really. I'm just like randomly doing stuff and hoping that it's going to buy everything. Exactly. I will end the economic troubles by buying the world. This is also, billionaires have got so much money, but they haven't really because it's all illusion. These days, it's like they haven't actually got it. It's like, oh yeah, it's notional money. None of it exists. I've said this before. None of it exists. None of them are as rich as me because I've got a real grout. A genuine grout, so that's real money. Can't spend it anymore. I don't think it's legal tender, seeing as it's 175 years old, 170 years old. So very old. A long, long time ago. In a galaxy far, far away. I bought a groat and it's here to stay. My groat is groated. Everyone's groats are groated. We're all groated at the moment, let's be honest. The whole world is a complete groat. Anyway, no, so I've been like, because my Edinburgh show is going to be, my Edinburgh show is going to be like helpful advice that's not helpful, and I'm going to put like videos in it and whatever, but I'm like still working on it. But on Thursday, there was this guy that's like a big time producer, and he was doing a talk. Hello, Groot, yes, Groot and Groat, yes, I am Groot, and you are Groot. Oh, we are all Groot. We're all Groot. Anyway, there was this producer that produces stuff. I'm not going to say who he is because it's just, he's nice and he's good. But everyone was asking him questions and stuff because it was like a Q&A stuff. And somebody brought up the fact that this older person said that they've tried, but there's not so many opportunities for older people. And I said something about there's not opportunities at all. And they had brought up the fact there's not that many opportunities in the valleys of Wales, and they're trying to get people work and stuff. And I brought up the fact that there are fewer opportunities than there used to be, and it's really difficult on location and everything. But it was more to do with general other people. I wasn't feeling sorry for myself. But he took it to mean that I was saying that I'm not getting the opportunities, that he was going, oh, you just have to try harder, and oh, you have to move to the right place. And I'm like, yes, I know that. I'm aware I have. And I was like, well, I have lived other places, and it's like, it's not about me, but I was like, jeez. And he was like, oh, what you've got to do is you find your nearest theatre and produce a show. I'm like, well, there's not really a near theatre to me. I'm sort of stuck here at the moment. I mean, I can go back and forth for day trips, but I'm sort of stuck here at the moment for various reasons, which I shall not go into. Anyway, but the nearest one is not a producing theatre, and there's not the infrastructure. There's not even the infrastructure from like 20 or 30 years ago. But it's not about me. I wasn't talking about me. I was talking generally because I've got like people that I know that are struggling. Anyway, I felt stung. And sort of like, I should be doing more. But the thing is, over the period of my life, I've done stuff and it's led to nothing. So it's got me like thinking about the nature of success and the nature of how to do things and the nature of getting somewhere with something. It's like, it's not like I haven't done things. It's not like I've got little tiny achievements, but they haven't really built into anything. It's trouble. It's like, oh, I've done that thing. And sometimes if you put what I've done on paper down, people go, that's really impressive. And then I point out the flaws and they go, yeah, you're not that impressive, really. And I'm like, meh. So I know I'm not. It's like, you don't have to point it out and wind me up. I'm just trying to make you fit. It's like, whoa, they're like, oh, I feel jealous of you. And I feel, no, don't feel bad. Because, my achievements aren't that much. And I'm trying to make them feel better. And they go, yeah, you're right. You're useless. And then I'm like, But it's like, I'm in a bit of a sort of creative block at the moment. But I did think that I did sort of think I could actually do. I want to do like a sort of monologue apart from my show. I like a week long do something because I'm like, even though there aren't theatres around here, I could do it in Edinburgh. It's like take it straight there. It's like I could do that. I was thinking of doing a monologue about a historical subject, but I don't know which historical subject I could do. I was like Hildegard von Bingen, or the Chevalier de Eon. This is Joan d'Arc. You know, anyone of something else. The Count of Monte Cristo. I don't know. Ovs. People that have got the the vons and the d's. Yeah. Blessed Sunday. Hello. Yeah. Hello, Chase. And so I could do a historical figure, but I don't know who. And also, I wanted to do somebody obscure. And the trouble with that is if they're quite obscure, then you can't really find out anything about them. And that's the trouble with my life. It's like you can't, if you don't already know about somebody, then how are you supposed to know about somebody? It's like if you already know about somebody, then they've already been covered. Loads of people have done the stuff about it. But if somebody's really, really obscure, unless you make them up, if somebody's really, really obscure, then there's not the documentation about them. That's the trouble, isn't it? That is the trouble. There's a lot going around, and yes, there's a lot going around. There is. There's definitely a lot going around. So it's finding somebody that's interesting and also a little bit documented, but not that much, and I can fill in the gaps. But I can't think who. Who now? So I'm gonna think of somebody because I've got a couple of months. I need to work on something because I have been very slack lately and very sort of like maudlin and sort of bleh. Yeah, just sort of resting on my laurels. I haven't got any laurels. They're spiky laurels and they're making my bottom hurt. No, don't rest on your laurels and your Hardys. Oh my God, your Tom Hardys and your Laurel laugh. It was me. Anyway, I don't know what to do with my life. I'm a little bit stuck with my life. Everybody needs no trouble and strife. No, do not. Your short film was improvised. Which short film? Which short film? Yes. The guru, the shaman, the plastic shaman one. Yeah, that was improvised, but then it was cut together. So we did a lot more than was there. Obviously, Jugway edited it, and then I edited a bit more because there was various things. I was like, oh, yeah, like there was a couple of like copyrighted noises and various things. So I shortened it from the one that he did. I think there's a longer version there that's got various different bits. So the one that's on my account is I've edited it more than he edited it. But he edited the original one, which is quite long. Still quite long. But thank you very much. Wonderful. It's like, what? It's like, this is it. I think there's things that I have achieved in my life, but you've got to have a sense of continuity, and you've got a sense of building and achievement, and you've got to work on it, haven't you? It's just like, and every time I think I'm getting somewhere, it's like, no, back down you go, down into the pit of despair. I mean, I've done a few things lately, but it's just like, nothing means anything. It's all meaningless, which is a shame. So I've got to work on things. So that is the thing, though. Everything that you do might actually turn out to be something useful. I think I read a book about. I'm going over. I keep going over old grounds, but I did read a book about somebody that was writing like this, some sort of big works, and as a sort of outlet, they were writing another thing at the same time. And the other thing that they were writing, I can't remember who it was. The other thing they were writing turned out to be the successful thing. But the big book that they wrote, that they'd spent all time, they sort of actually got bored of it. They finished it, but it wasn't as good as the thing that they did as a sort of let off steam and do this fun thing. So you never know what's going to be successful. It's like viral videos. presumably that they're organic and somebody hasn't like paid to get them via, in which case that's just pointless. And if people know other people, then it's not. It's also a little bit, and it's a bit devalued really if you get other people to do the work for you. It's just, but to do things entirely on your own, it's pretty much impossible. So you can't do that. So you do need other people, really. You do. But if you've paid to get the success, like paid clicks, that's not a thing, is it? That's pointless. You cheated the system. If you think that it's like getting a peace prize from a football club or something, not really worth anything, or like stealing a prize from somebody else that got a prize, not really worth anything, is it? You can go, yes, I won this prize, but you didn't win this prize. It's a pointless prize. It's a sop. A sop. That's what it is. A sop. Soppy sop, sop, sop. So yeah. The state of the world. Now we get eggs every week. We don't eat the eggs, but we feel like obliged because the eggman comes to the door and he's got these like fresh eggs from his farm or something, and then I feel obliged to give him the money, so we've got eggs. We've got hundreds of eggs. Don't eat the eggs. So it's like, it's you again. So today he came to the door and I said, is it still the same price? I'm surprised with whatever things. Yeah, make America Spain again. That's good. Yeah, Mexico, viva Mexico, New Spain. Yes. Anyway, I said, I'm surprised you haven't put the prices up with everything that's happening in the world. And he's like, yeah, I know. It's terrible. We had a little bitch in the moan. He was like, oh no, things are happening. And then he said, I used to like Donald Trump. And I'm like, what? Did you? Anyway, he doesn't like him anymore because of all the things that have happened in the world and how he's exploiting situations and stuff. It's like, well, that's interesting. I mean, he's a British person, so he doesn't really have a direct effect on American politics. It's not like he can vote in American elections. Although the way it's going, a lot of people that are Americans don't seem to be able to vote in American elections anymore because of the things they did. Did you see Mike Johnson going on mic hearing that like 18% of the electorate isn't going to vote anymore? And he's like, well, that's good. That's going to help us. It's like, that's not good, is it? That's not good. That's not a good attitude. Everybody should get no disenfranchisement. Everybody should vote, and if the vote's a little bit not in your favour, then it's just too bad. But what goes around comes around. Yes, it is. Oh, yes, exactly. They are. It's not good. It's very bad. And you try to make light of the situation. It's like, how bad taste. Making light of a bad situation, which certain people have done very much this week. Made very poor jokes. Very poor jokes. Now, good comedians can get away with that, but only if the joke affects them in some way and they're making light of their own situation. So if you've got the gallows humour, it's because you are affected by it and you're trying to, it's like, laugh at the pain that I have. If you're laughing at the pain that somebody else has, then that's not good. You laugh at your own pain, you make, you joke about how awful your situation is because that's an outlet. So you're not, if you make fun of yourself and your terrible things that have happened to you, or then that's fine. Or the people that you belong to, whatever. That's that's fine. But making fun of some other group of people, not fine. That's very poor taste indeed, and it's very not funny, and it's very, very, very bad. Apparently, just moving on. Saturday Night Live Britain, UK started this week, and I didn't see it. I've heard it's very good, so I'm glad for them. But I'm like, oh no! I've always wanted to do that sort of thing. I should have auditioned, but I didn't even know about it. There's always hope. I hope it goes on forever, so that at some point in the future, although I'm getting increasingly old and it looks like a very young cast, really, but at some point in the future, maybe I'll get the chance to audition for it. So I've got to let the jealousy and envy escape from my body. It's like, don't be annoyed that you're not in it. Be happy for the people that are in it. Yes, I am. I'm like, eating me up. That's it. I like if there's something good, then I want to be involved in it. And I'm not resentful of the people that are involved. I just think, it's not, oh, it should have been me and I hate you. It's like, I love the stuff. I love the fact, and I really appreciate it, and I celebrate your success. Oh, I wish that I had a little bit of success. So it's like that. If I say I'm jealous of you, it doesn't mean that I want to steal your essence and so I want to steal your place in the world, because I am happy that you've got that situation, and I'm happy that that's all happened. So when I say I'm jealous of somebody, what I mean is I'm not eating up about it. What I mean is, oh, I wish that I had something like that, and oh, I should do better. I should do better. But it's not all about me. Everyone's like, well, every opportunity you get, you make yourself. Everything's about, you can't possibly, but you do rely on the world, really, because if the opportunities aren't there and people don't let you do things, that doesn't matter. With the best will in the world, no matter how brilliant you are. I'm not saying I'm brilliant, this is it, but no matter how brilliant you are, if people don't let you do it, like look at Emily Dickinson, look at Van Gogh. I'm going over old ground. It's not anything that I haven't said before, but they were perfectly talented and great individuals, but did they have success in their lifetime? I think not. And even Jane Austen, not until quite late in life did she find success. She was struggling. She was writing her little stuff, little novels. Oh, that's undermining it. She's writing her novels for years, and she had them, and then somebody sent them to a publisher on her behalf. And fortunately, she got somewhere with that, but then she died. So it didn't really last long. She was dead in her early 40s. So it's like, well, you got a bit of success, and then that's the end of that. And the Bronte sisters all dead by 40. Oh, tiny bit of success, and then, so yeah. Yay! So even if you do well, it doesn't mean that you'll have a happy, wonderful, fulfilled life, really, does it? Maudling. Yes, exactly. She didn't last long. She had a success, and then and it was fading by the time she was struggling towards the end of her life anyway. She was in Something's Got to Give, which ended up when she wasn't. Yeah, they shot a few scenes and it was a bit off, and they were like, so they stopped it for a little bit to rethink it. Well, she got a little bit better because she was unwell, and then they didn't carry on with it. They did make the whole film. It's Move Over Darling. Move Over Darling with Doris Day. They pivoted, very different, but it's based on an older thing. It was based on a film with was it My Favourite Wife? Yeah, I'm not sure. It's Irene Dunne, I think, and Cary Grant and Randolph Scott. I think Cary Grant and Randolph Scott. Yes, I am correct. Oh, she would have been 100. Oh my goodness me. Woo. Yes, purge your lungs of evil spirits. That's a good advice. Yeah. Evil spirits go. Yeah, there've been quite a few. I don't know. I've had some interesting interactions this year. I went with a friend who went to visit this African shop to talk about having a Nigerian grocery shop in Merthyr Tydfil. I'm like, how did I end up here? Anyway, they were having conversations. I was like completely out of it. They were having conversations about colonialism and how and racism stuff, and I was just sitting there nodding and agreeing. So a lot of it was like, white people are very bad, and I'm like, you're not wrong. Anyway, so that was fun. It's like, yeah, I should be offended, but I'm not, because I don't feel personally slighted, because I'm not disagreeing with anything that you say, really. So I don't know whether he was a prince, because he wasn't. He was actually Jamaican. It was a Nigerian grocery shop run by a Jamaican person. I think his wife was Nigerian. Is what it is, and they're gonna move to Kenya. But he's British. He's British, but he's Jamaican, and his wife is Nigerian. And then they're going to move to Kenya. So yeah, multinational. It's all good. And there was a new person that was, well, he had a run off to get a bus. So the person I was with bought some stuff in the shop, and was served by somebody. We got talking about this person, and talking to this person and served by him, and he said that he just started working there, and he was doing an MA in he's from Bangladesh, and he's doing an MA in renewables. So that was good. So he's working in this little grocery shop part-time while he does his MA. And he's just got here, and it was good. And he's doing all stuff about renewable energy stuff. So we were talking about the situation in the Middle East and stuff, and how renewables are very important, and they are. Anyway, that was an unexpected situation. It's like, I like interactions like that, because you just like meet new people and hear new perspectives, and like just so that was several different perspectives. And then we were wandering up and down because it was part of Cardiff, and it's obviously Eid at the moment, so it was like the last but one day, and everyone was breaking their fast. So there was loads of shops open. It was quite late at night, and people were eating sweets, and it was nice. It was lovely. It was a lovely atmosphere. I don't know what point I'm making, except it was nice, and I interacted with other people that I might not have normally. If I'd stayed in my house, then I wouldn't have had any of those interactions. So that's why you need to go out in the world and interact with people and wander up the street and see the world. You don't have to go far to see the world. It turns out you can just see the world on your backyard. On your backyard? In your backyard. On my backyard. In your backyard. Not far away. So that was fun. Yeah, I was just like, oh yeah, that happened this week. That was fun. Just, yeah, and then I mentioned to my friend, I actually, she was talking about various different things, and I was like, oh, I actually studied not Nigerian theatre, African theatre at college. You're like, you did a degree in African theatre. I didn't do a whole degree in African theatre. I did a degree, and there was units, so I did like Gothic theatre and literature and stuff, and I did American studies. Because it was a combined studies degree, so I did. In drama, I did things like gender and theatre and African theatre and like devised theatre and stuff like that. So I did lots of different things and gothic stuff. So I studied Frankensteins. Oh, but the Frankenstein place, Frankenstein, and various different things like that. And Castle of Otranto. Is that a thing? Yeah. Anyway, lots of Gothic novels, yes. And there was a unit in the English, so I did English literature, drama, and American studies, and then I did media and popular culture in the last year. And I should have picked a major, but I didn't. I was like, oh, I don't have to do that. So instead of having like a drama degree, I got a combined studies degree because I forgot to. I was like, oh, do I have to? Oh no, and it did affect. If I'd have picked a specific subject, then I've got better marks because of the way it was weighted, but I didn't, so I did badly. But I had fun, and I learnt about the world, all stuff about things, all the world's stage, and all the people being players in it. So that was really fun, and I met all people from all around Britain and the world. So that is good, and I think that more people need to get out and about. I think that's why people don't like education, is because children go and meet other people and they change their minds about things. It's like, oh, the horror. So you've got to go out and meet people that you wouldn't meet in your room. Because if I just stayed in my room, then you got the internet, but the internet wasn't always there. And also, obscure people, you can't research them really, can you? Because there's no things about them. That's it. If I do going back to doing the monologue about an obscure person, I probably won't find them on the internet. So I have to go to libraries and find obscure books about them. But even then, if they haven't been written about, how am I supposed to know that? So how can you do research when there is no research to be had? How can you find out about people? So I like family history. I find out random things about people in history, like one of my distant ancestors who was called Agnes Bastard. I'm not sure that was her real name, but that was the name that was on. Or Anise Bastard, I think it was. Anise Bastard. Nice. It's nice. Well, what a lovely name that you've got. Like Fanny Salt. That was her name. Don't know whether she's directly, because somebody married twice. So the second wife was Fanny Salt. Fanny Newbolt Salt. So because she was married twice. So she was, yes, it was Anise. I think it was. It wasn't actually Agnes. It was Anise. Anise Bastard. Anyway, so yeah, so there are obscure people in history that their lives have been unexamined by history. Yes. Ba, 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 ba. Obscurity, yes. See if I can shine a light. But people have already shone light on all the obscure people that just a little bit is known about them. People have mainly done stuff about them, so there's not many people left that have had know anything about them. So yeah, I had to look up people. Look who hasn't been widely, because there's people that are there's a little bit about, like the ladies of Llangollen. Have you heard about them? It's like there were two women that they were from rich families and they ran away to Ireland and then to Wales to live together as a couple, like way years, like 200 years ago. It's like, what? So, because people that are out of history and do stuff that you're like, oh, that's, and live fairly successful lives, but not not the conventional lives. So that was, yeah, people used to go visit them. I think like Byron or Shelley or something. People used to just go, hey, let's go and visit them, and they're like tourist attractions. Like poets would go, oh, let's go and see those people, and that's going to be fun. Anyway, people. Oh dear. So I'll have a little look to see who I can find and who I can talk about in an interesting way. Discord. Anyway, that is me for. I'm so tired, and I've got to have a little lie down and prepare myself. I've got to give a speech tomorrow about all the things that have happened in the priorities for the future. Ooh, a little bit political. Anyway, so I haven't actually done that yet, so I'm going to have to do that in the morning. I'm not very good at preparing things. I'm like, I should do that thing. And then I do all last minute. It's terrible. All right, yeah. Bless you too. Have a lovely time. La, 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 la. Have a good week. Good night. See you next week.